It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Northern Monk Brewing Company and a Glasgow bar. This is called Visit Dennistoun, and this is Redmonds of Dennistoun. Is a community bar with a big soul in the east end of Glasgow. Take a look at that. 440 milliliter can, 6.6% ABV. Now this sounds right up my street. I'm going to get it out into a glass and see what we get. You can see the condensation on the can. I've had the can out of the fridge about 10 minutes. So a little chance for it to warm up and to enjoy more of that malt complexity and the hop complexity. I don't like to drink my beers stone cold, below 4 degrees. I find it tough to, not tough, but I find it much easier to be able to get malt quality from a beer and hop quality when the beer's slightly warmer. So we got a 1 finger white head on this beer. Good levels of slow moving carbonation. No sediment in the bottom of the glass, and it's a hazy straw coloured beer. Now the beer was sent to us by Stephen Claxon. Thank you very much, Stephen Claxon, for sent about 20 different craft beers, which were absolutely fantastic. They've all been incredible, really kind of high-end, top grade, good quality craft beer, and it all came from Trembling Madness up in York. He purchased the beers from Trembling Madness, the old token, yeah, little bit of paper. Trembling Madness is this wonderful bar where it's just full of craft beer for a start. Different floors have different kind of levels of kind of like vodkas and stuff in the cellar. You can go and see and buy. Beers on the ground floor. Lots of beers from all over the Germany and Belgium, UK. It's fantastic. Some American beer. And then above that, then they got this fantastic bar where you can buy the cans from downstairs, take them up to drink, or you can buy some keg beer up there, which is great. So check out Trembling Madness. But we're talking about bars today because this is a collaboration with a bar. Aroma. Quite tropical. Quite Northern Monk-like. It's that kind of tin pineapple and a little bit of mango. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it's good. Well, look at the sediment in that. Yeah, that's decent. It's really good, decent drinking craft beer. A little bit of tin pineapple, a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of mango coming through. But have a look at that sediment now in the bottom of the glass. That is unbelievable to look at, really, isn't it? I really do I like a little bit of sediment in my beer. I always have. Always have. Quite a lot of orange in this, quite a lot of kind of like a tangerine flavour coming through, hitting through, and a little bit less. There is some, of course, I've mentioned it, there's a little bit of tin pineapple, there's a little bit of mango, but it's not so pronounced, it's not like overkill. This is very much in tune, it's very much in balance with where I think like these New England IPAs should be, like plenty of other balanced flavours. Now, you've all seen my videos of me reviewing some of the Northern Monk craft beers that hit the supermarket, and it all has that kind of very familiar overly done tin pineapple and overly done mango. And to be honest with you, it's a funny thing. I love Northern Monk's craft beer offerings when it comes to kind of buying the beer online from Northern Monk. Some of their specialty brews, something like this. Some of their Patrons Projects beers, we had one recently, really, really good. I like that kind of side of their brewing, but it's weird. It's like a love-hate relationship, because when it comes to the supermarket craft beer, I'm not a fan at all. I'm really not a fan at all. I was a fan to begin with, but then it kind of just, for me, the standard dropped, the quality dropped. It wasn't the same beer that was coming from Northern Monk just a couple of years ago. And that's only, I'll be quick with this because I don't want it to dominate the beer review. That's only because I've seen other breweries lower their standards. It's kind of like they hit the supermarket with good quality beer, and then over time they slowly drop that quality. Faith, for example, has been dropped to 5% ABV in supermarkets now, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. But there we go. That's my opinion on the beer. And on that very subject of dropping ABV in beers. But none of it here. This is really good quality Northern Monk beer, this one. Now, I get this. I totally get this. I can understand why Northern Monk decided to make a collaboration or dedicate a beer to this bar. I've been in Norway where it was Bergen in Norway. There's a fantastic record shop there. Started off life as just a record shop. When the record industry kind of like fell off, they had to do something else with this record shop. So what they decided to do was take away some of the records and fit a bar. And this is the most amazing place in the world for me. I can't remember the name of, I think it might be called Pygmy or something like that. Just a fantastic craft beer bar now. Lots of people go to drink really good craft beer. And there's people buying music and looking through the music as well at the same time. It's just absolutely outstanding. Like a really good quality place to go and drink. So I understand it. This seems to be a very similar place where you go, have a look at the records, maybe buy a record or two, and drink some great craft beer. Brilliant. So I'm just about ready to rate this. It's super soft, it's super drinkable, it's super refreshing. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releasing more of that flavour. More orange flavour coming through, more kind of blood orange flavour coming through, which I love in beer. You all know I love that flavour in beer. So a little bit less of the tin pineapple, a little bit less of the mango. Not much of a bitterness on the back end. Yeah, it's good. It's very, very good. It's of a high standard for New England IPA. I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. That's an 8 out of 10. I had to check then. Check how many fingers I got. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.